Okay, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to begin by giving all praises and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. And Shalom to you brothers that are laboring and pushing this word in truth and sincerity and with charity. I'm the brother Abraham from the camp here in GMS Chicago, coming to do another quick lesson to the Holy Spirit. Lord willing, it be edifying. And this lesson was pretty much inspired by watching the apostles today. Other apostle Ariamlab, other apostle Tahar, other apostle Ariamlab earlier this day did a video entitled something on division, right? Division in which the teachings of IUIC and their breakdown on the lake of fire in the book of Revelations. Okay, because for the longest time they've been teaching that the lake of fire is eternal hell, burning in eternal hell forever, which is Roman Catholic teaching, Christian teaching, in which their doctrine on that is to put fear in the people. Okay. And then the other apostle Riamlab showed a video of Bishop Nate. They were interviewing him that the lake of fire was the missiles hitting America and America being destroyed and becoming that lake of fire, which that is what it's talking about in regards to the lake of fire. Okay, and IUIC has, this isn't the first time they switch up their doctrine, because a long time ago, and the apostles mentioned this from time to time when they were kicked out of One West, that they were kicked out for teaching that Cornelius was Israelite, which he is. They were kicked out for that reason. Okay. And many years later, and up until this day, IUIC starts teaching that Cornelius is an Israelite. But, they don't, apologize or, like, hey, we messed up on this. But you were right, he is an Israelite, apology out to Apostles GMS. They never did that, right? So that's one example. And then you have when the bishop was doing an interview with somebody, and they asked him about the time of Jacob's trouble, which Bishop Nate said that there was going to be no Jacob's trouble. Then he comes out later on in another video and says, I said there wasn't going to be Jacob's trouble at that time, you moron. Okay. So it seems like they constantly switching up the doctrine. And Apostle Tar mentioned this too. Meddle not with them that are given a change. Right? They keep switching back and forth. Which one is it? All right, and you got to be able to convince the gainsayers. You got to be able to break this down plainly. All right, and you can't flip-flop back and forth on the breakdowns. Okay. So I did a word search here in the blue letter, lake of fire, and it brings out all the scriptures on the lake of fire. Okay, so we'll go ahead and read these. The first one is Revelations 19 and 20. It says, and the beast was taken, and with him the false prophet that wrought miracles before him, with which he deceived them that had received the mark of the beast and them that worshipped his image. These both were cast alive into the lake of fire, burning with brimstone. Okay, so there's a lot in this one verse. Okay, so reading it again, from the top, and the beast was taken, and with him the false prophet. So who is the beast? All right, when we read about the beast in the book of Revelations, it's going into NATO, the EU. Back during the time of John the Revelator, you had Rome, okay, who was in the power at that time, and Rome had its allies, and today you have Rome all over again, which is America, and its allies, which in the book of Revelations, the 17th chapter, okay, it goes into the woman and the scarlet beast, okay, and it talks about how is it worded? Let me word search it up really quick. See if I can find it. I don't want to butcher it, you know what I'm saying? Okay, yeah, it was Revelation 17 and 16. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. Right, so the 10 horns, the 10 common markets, the European Union, you know, like I said, back in the day, they had ancient names, and today they have modern names. Okay, brothers have done numerous videos on that topic. Okay, but that's what it's going into. All right, and today you have NATO, the EU. All right, and pretty much that woman that's sitting upon the beast, that's America. Okay, because America has the most influence in NATO. America has the most influence. They have the most military power. They have the most financial resources than anybody there. So they're pretty much the ones calling the shots in NATO. Okay, that's the woman that's sitting upon the beast. When you sit upon a horse, you control where the horse goes. When you ride a car, you control where the car goes. America, that's what America is to NATO. Okay, and now today we have the whole Russia-Ukraine thing, and you have you have America doing the most to help Ukraine, right? And they talking about them joining NATO. You know, America's the one trying to get Ukraine to join NATO. America's the one that keeps pushing NATO east into Russian border, which they told Russia that they weren't going to do, and they keep doing it. So they're poking the bear on purpose because they want a war with Russia. Okay, because this is the red horse in the book of Revelation, the 6th chapter, that was given to him a great sword to take peace from the earth. This is the devil. Okay, so the a great sword whose blessing was the sword. This is all he knows: war, death. Okay, this is what he was created to do. All right, America is that woman that sitteth upon the beast. All right, so that's the beast. All right, and the beast was taken, and with him the false prophet. Who's the false prophet? The Roman Catholic Church. Okay, that wrought miracles before him. Right, wrought miracles on behalf of the beast. Right, with which he deceived them that had received the mark of the beast, the microchip, and them that worshipped his image. That's the New World Order. All right, in which under the New World Order, that's what's going to be implemented. You have to receive this mark of the beast to pretty much operate in society. Okay, and that's what this world is slowly turning into. That's why you have these smartphones, smart TVs, smart this, smart that, and now they're doing smart cities because everything's gonna be operating under one system. Okay, it says these both were cast alive into the lake of fire burning with brimstone. All right, and we're gonna get more precepts on that to know what that lake of fire is, because it can't be anything other than the destruction via the nuclear missiles that's destined to hit America. All right, so let's go back to this word search here. That was the first one. Then you have Revelations 20 and 10. It says, and the devil that deceived them. There you go. That word again, deceived them, because this devil is going to deceive the people into taking it and making it seem like it's a miracles, right? It talks about that in the book of Thessalonians, right? Miracles and lying wonders. Okay, because that's a miracle, a lying wonder, to be able to make paralyzed people walk again, to make the blind see again. These are miracles that Yahweh Shai was doing. Alright, but he was doing on the right hand side through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. This devil is doing it artificially. On the left hand side, the scriptures talk about the knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom. Okay, nor the counsel of sinners prudence. Okay. So Revelation 20 and 10, the devil that deceived them was cast into the lake of fire and brimstone, where the beast and the false prophet are. There goes the beast and the false prophet again, and shall be tormented day and night forever and ever. Okay, and yeah, they're gonna die to death. All right, and there's no such thing as a literal hell where you burn forever, like the Roman Catholic Church teaches. Okay, but they're gonna die a painful death by that nuclear fire, man. Okay. And that's what that lake of fire is, that nuclear missile fire. Okay, Revelation 20 and 14, and death and hell were cast into the lake of fire. This is the second death. So what's the first death? Alright? And how, if hell is the lake of fire, how is hell cast into hell? These things don't make any sense, in which they break it down. How can hell be cast into the hell? Alright, so let's get the first death in 2 Peter 3. Let me start at verse 6. It says, whereby the world that then was being overflowed with water perished, right, during the time of Noah and the flood. But the heavens and the earth, which are now by the same word, are kept in store, reserved unto fire, against the day of judgment and perdition of ungodly men. Perdition means destruction, right? Because this destruction is meant for the ungodly. It's meant for the wicked, not for the righteous. The righteous are going to be delivered out of the destruction via UFOs, what we call and are know as UFOs. All right, scriptures call them chariots of the Most High, clouds. All right, just to give you some examples. All right, but the first death was the flood during the time of Noah. This second death that's coming is gonna be the lake of fire, nuclear fire. Okay, that's the second death. First death was the flood. Verse 15 in Revelation 20. And whosoever was not found written in the book of life was cast into the lake of fire. They're gonna be destroyed. They're gonna be burned via that nuclear fire. And if the 2/3 were the ones that they are gonna be the ones that are gonna die from the destruction too. They'll come back in the kingdom, in their right mind, because they'll be under the second covenant, in which the law, statutes, and commandments will be written in their inward parts. All right, but they're gonna walk with that shame and their head down, because they didn't listen to what the prophets told them. All right. So again, let's get there's only one more here. Revelations 21:8. It says, but the fearful and unbelieving and the abominable and the murderers and whoremongers and sorcerers and idolaters and all liars shall have their part in the lake which burneth with fire and brimstone, which is the second death. All right, so I explained to you what the second death was, what the first death was. All right, what that lake is, because from a bird's eye view, because once the elect are beamed up and delivered and saved from the destruction to come here in America, they're gonna see the destruction from a bird's eye view, right? Through the chariots, through that sea of glass that it talks about. Okay. Okay. So cool. I was already in the chapter that I was supposed to be in. This is Revelation 21:1. And I saw a new heaven and a new earth, for the first heaven and the first earth were passed away, and there was no more sea. So, what does it mean by new heaven and new earth? When you go into that Greek word new, it goes to the Greek word kainos, which means you're fresh, new, right? The scriptures say that the earth abideth forever. One generation passes away and a new one comes after that, right? So the earth as a whole will not be totally destroyed. Parts of the earth will be destroyed, mainly America, right? Because it's prophesied that it will be a desert, left desolate, with only desert creatures inhabiting this place. All right. So it's going to be a fresh, because there's going to be a new rulership. This is going to be Yahweh Shai's kingdom. All right. And verse 2, it says, and I saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down from God out of heaven, prepared as a bride adorned for her husband. All right. So let's get that word city. Okay. It says, check this out, right? This is one of the definitions, which is on point. It says, of the visible capital in the heavenly kingdom, to come down to earth after the renovation of the world by fire. Right? How Is the earth going to be renovated by fire? Nuclear fire, nuclear missiles. Right? The scriptures talk about that. The second war is past, the third war cometh quickly. Alright. Man, we're in the time of prophecy, man. And the warning can only be so long. The prophet's warning can only be so long. The time is running out. Seek ye the Lord while he may be found, man. This is the acceptable time to seek him. Alright, but hey, like I said, if you're not written in the book of life, you're not gonna make it. Alright. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and end it there. Lord willing, this video was edifying as always. Our honor, glory, and praises goes to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of the Great Millstone. And until the next time, I say, Shalom.